to like this stuff is great from the standpoint of it allows me to see the chaos, everything, and how I personally need to keep growing to make a positive contribution. Because here's the thing, any one of these people can be changed in a little bit, but we all have to decide to take out little pieces of the garbage that have been.
It's hard though
because this is garbage.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not doing anything. It's not creating anything.
So if there was a 10-year-old, 5, 6, 10-year-olds in it, what do you think they see? Right? They see confrontation with adults, and that's what I'm saying. Now they got garbage planted in there because somebody here is their parent, somebody here is going to say those guys, this guy, and then they go in, they carry that, and they do it. I'm not saying they can't extract from it, good or bad.
But it's not necessarily what you learn something you can't unlearn.
What you unlearn? No, it's about what you unlearn, because there's a lot of stuff that we have to unlearn. I was just telling this guy back here.
Side to the left thinks they're Nazis.
Oh, they think they're Nazis?
Yeah.
Why would they assume that they're Nazis? They just got the shirts and stuff?
Because Trump supporter.
Oh, Trump. There's a lot of minorities who vote for Trump too.
But that's a hard message to convey, you know.
Over here trying to
get it really good. You get it really good. You sure you got your constitutional rights to take from me what is mine?
I don't like them because they're violent organizations with a history of violence and harassment. That's what they do. They're thugs and they like to mess with people. That's their thing. They operate like a street gang, and we don't want Trump's street gang in our community. We don't like them here because they're violent and they harass people. This guy's also crazy. We call him InfoWars dude because he's straight up nuts. The guy is totally out of it. He absolutely, I don't know if it's drugs or if it's mental illness or if it's some combination of those things. But this guy is absolutely nutty. 100% certified crazy. No doubt about it. So you got crazy people, you got violent people, and you got people who just get off on harassing other folks, like Zachary Staggs.
That's interesting, Jerry, that you wouldn't mention how you try to threaten me and give out my information and where I live.
Oh, really? I see. Yeah.
No, I'm curious.
Go back to your imagination, Ortega.
No, it's all documented.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all documented. Then go file if it's documented.
I don't need to file. I'm not worried about you.
Here.
But I'm just calling out your hypocrisy. You're saying people are threatening and causing all this violence and doxing people when you're doing the same thing.
Oh, I see.
You are doing the same thing, Jerry.
Bullshit.
Am I lying?
Yes.
No. He's doing the same thing. He's giving out the car I drive, where I live,
That's absolutely a fucking lie,
reposting it to
Emerald
City
all
and
full of shit. You can't even tell the truth.
Why would I lie?
It's ridiculous
Why would
how
I lie?
much you people
I have no reason
Literally,
to lie.
you just have no ability to tell the truth. You live in some alternate reality where you want to go and fuck with people.
That
okay?
you're self-projecting on me the way you are, sir. You are so guilty of the same things you're accusing these guys for. And you know I'm right. You know it, Jerry.
I know you're a fucking liar who hassles women.
I don't hassle
I know
nobody.
that you have a history of doing that shit
got
with
no
Kay and
history.
other people.
Nope.
We all know bullshit,
Nope.
Ortega.
If it was, then why did I get any legal charges put against me if I was? Why am I not charged with anything that you're accusing me of right now? I am not.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. That's why I can call you out in your hypocrisy and you're inciting this violence for these people to think of other people a certain way.
Go away, Ortega. Get a life.
Oh, I got a life. You're the one trying to ruin it.
You don't like it, huh?
Oh, I don't mind it, because you can't.
Go away.
I don't need to go
You
away.
don't like it, go away.
Show these fascists what a couple of hillbillies can do. You may be surprised, people in this world are getting organized, bound to lose, fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. I said, all you fascists bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. Bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. There's people in every nation.
All your mothers and your brothers and your sisters and your fathers and everybody walking this land, no matter your race, your creed, your tribe, whose nation you defend, with open hearts, open minds, lend a helping hand each time to the mothers and the brothers and the sisters and the fathers, everybody walking this land. All you believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, everybody walking this land, no matter your church, your faith, your sign, who's lying in your den, all seeing eyes in Jesus Christ, we're all living in a paradise with believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, everybody walking this land. Lord, we pray we make it through the day. All your mothers, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, everybody walking this land. All your racists, fascists, nihilists, and bigots, I'm calling you out, my friend. I felt your hurt, drank your fear, your actions will not stand. Get on your knees, begin to pray. Look at me, you can change. You racist, fascist, nihilists, and bigots, I'm calling you out, my friend. Lord, we pray you make it through the day. You racist, fascist, nihilists, and bigots, we're praying for you, my friend. Saints, angels, and ladies, and all you gentlemen, we walked on fire, we fought through hell, we're soldiers till the end. If you can't get enough, don't think the devil won't fill your cup. Your mothers, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your believers, pretenders, bona fide sinners, racists, fascists, nihilists, and bigots, prophets, saints, and angels, and the ladies, all you gentlemen.
I already got you. I'm not hiding. You're not today. You're not today.
I got your picture too, buddy.
Brothers and sisters. Hey,
Want me to sign it for you?
No,
All right.
but I can use I can make it use
So what do you plan on doing with my image?
it. Hey, that's my business, isn't it?
Then why are you telling me?
Vast
So you know.
majority
Nice
of
herpes, by the way.
people
Just so you know.
just
Nice herpes, by the way.
boys.
Just so you know.
You don't like them because they're
We're in the public, so I can record you if I want.
I just told you you don't have permission.
I will stand between you and him. You can take my pictures.
Already got your picture, buddy.
Oh, I know. You have my picture like from several different events.
Yep.
Probably doing this.
No.
Probably doing that.
I got it now.
Yeah, all right. Lorenzo?
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Lorenzo Ortega?
Nice to meet you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not dumb enough to watch this guy's videos. He gets like maybe 2 views or something like that.
I'm not in it for the money.
What are you in it for?
Documenting.
Documenting.
No, that's your guys' tactics.
I never dox nobody.
Okay. How you know my name?
By you guys.
How you know my name and I don't know yours?
By you guys.
How do you know my name and I don't know your name? You know why? Because they doxed it. So you're part of the same group, and that's the they I'm talking about.
Were you not at, what are those people, the Muslim group, CARE? Is that what they're called? You know what they're called. You went to one of their self-defense things, right? Over on, what is it, Bremerton, Bainbridge?
Yeah, I attended.
You work on the ferries or something,
and you
were doxing a lady there who rides
not.
the ferry. You dox people who ride your ferry.
No, I do not.
You do.
Those are lies.
I got the video.
Show me some video. No, show me some video.
Did you delete the video?
Show me some video.
Did you delete the video?
Because you can't back anything you're saying. It's all lies.
I'm just letting you know
that's
that
what
I know.
No, you don't know shit.
Are you working for Dion? Working for InfoWars? Who you working for? What little fucking chud organization are you working for? I'm not a big fan of Japanese, but I also don't care. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what side you're on. I'm here walking by.
I will stand here and I'll have a debate about why we're all here.
I'm not debating. I'm having a conversation.
Conversation, debate, argument, whatever you want to define what we're doing right now.
I'm just trying to get a better understanding of you and what what you're doing here with a camera recording.
Trading ideas is what we're trying to get across right now, and that's the very best thing that needs to happen between opposing ideas, agendas, perspectives.
I'm not saying I oppose or.
You're not letting me finish talking. You're cutting me off every time I say something.
Continue, my friend.
All right. So, what I'm doing here is documenting the constitutional benefits of what's going on. They can voice their opinion. You guys can voice your opinion. But when it gets to the point where one group is violent against the other group, it's important to make sure it's put out to the world so the world can make the proper judgment. But we all have the right, the First Amendment, the constitutional rights to do whatever we want to do as long as we're not putting anybody in harm. So what I've been doing when I came into this whole thing as a hobby is I've been observing and I've been paying attention to see what side does what. Every side, there's corruption on any side.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to ask you, what is your media platform, since it's a hobby that's grown into something that's?
It's not my platform hasn't grown. It's the same thing as of what I have. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the views.
I'm not saying. Well, a hobby. You said hobby, so I understand that.
Yeah,
right.
It's just something I do. Yeah, because I've already been taken to court for just filming. And so now it's become my weapon of choice is the camera, because it brings truth to whatever's going on, where people could see and judge what's going on. Not read something on some social media and then take that for gold. And it's like, hey, that's the truth. I see by coming out here, I've seen these people in multiple different places. I've seen the actions of multiple people. So that's how I judge, and that's where I choose my direction in life.
So I believe how does somebody find you though? Like, how does somebody find what your videos?
Because I reached out, like how we're talking, I reached out to somebody to close that bridge, and that person, for some reason, decided I was threatening her, and I had no threats. I even went to court for it already, and the judge threw it out and says, "I'm sorry about your emotions. This is unfactual. You haven't had to prove any harassment or any threats whatsoever." It's people is so afraid to talk to one another that this is the result of it. So by me being on this side and mingling around here, it's not because I'm trying to dox people. It's just to cover my own ass in case something happens. You see where I'm coming at? And at the same time, I'm trying to learn. Like the guy against the tree right there. He's a shady guy. I got him doing some shady shit. But if you look at my stuff, you try to find something on me, you ain't find nothing shady because conduct is most important. It's one of the most vital rules in the gospel is your conduct is what makes you or breaks you. So that's why I can stand here and nobody's giving me shit because my conduct makes me go ahead, steps ahead of the rest.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's your biggest representative. You know what I mean? Is your conduct, and that's what I think. That's what a lot of this boils down to. Is let's face it, a lot of these people are anchored in fear, and we have to. You have to decide. Everybody has to do it in their own time, but you have to decide to take out all the garbage. I was telling this guy back here that we got to take out all the garbage that we've been taught. Yeah. Because a lot, 80 to 95% of the things we believe could be on a false foundation, and now you're believing in a false foundation. It isn't real. Well, I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm saying that it's been portrayed as real under fear, envy, power, control, these sorts of things.
Well, and ultimately, we're groups being herded into a certain agenda that we can't control. I mean, you got one group saying, I'm the 99%, let's get rid of the elites. And then in the same reality, they want to live in a centralized city, which ultimately is controlled by the 1%. And so you start to read, you hit the books. That's what I've been doing. For 3 years, I've been hitting the books, trying to figure this out and form my own opinion versus listening to social regurgitated information. And I can sit here and I'll be wrong about some things. You know, I'll admit to it. I don't know everything. That's why I come here and the conduct, you know. It's just both of us, both groups are all fucked. I'm going to say that right now. It's just, but what we're doing is what needs to happen. These gates that that the cops are using to keep us divided, that is intentional. Yeah. Let us mingle, let us talk. But they're not doing it because they're worried about, somebody's going to then take those people that have bad conduct, haul them off. That's right. You know, but this shit here is creating the division. It's making the gap bigger. So like I mentioned, I go for myself and learn stuff. So I have been attending.
I can appreciate that.
I've been attending my local city councils. I've been attending the attorney generals, the governors, all their town halls, and I've been listening to what they're saying. And they're all, I'm not saying all, but the majority of them are selling their vote on the division. They're selling it on this because they know there's more on this side that will give them votes than that side. And you can see it visually. There's more on this side, they can count on getting votes. That's why the Democrats got this place solid because they are outnumbered and they're going to pander to their constituents.
I'll tell you what, this country's headed for a breakup. We may see it. I don't think we'll see it in the next 60 or 70 years, but in the next 100 to 150, it's happening.
Well, there was an Englishman that he studied the cultures, that had written language. Yeah. And all his studies in every culture he studied, they all had a life about 250 years. Yeah. And if we started our nation at 1776, 2025, 2030 is that 250 mark. Yeah. So things are going to change, and this is the beginning of it. And that's kind of another one of my arguments is that I don't want to be in the wrong in history. You know, I listen to all perspectives, and what gives me my base is I believe in the constitutional rights that we all have, and that is my sole guidance. I don't care if you're homophobe or I don't care if you're homosexual. I don't care.
Here's the thing: no matter what, as long as whatever we're doing, you come from a place of genuine, divine love, and that's at the end of the day what you're looking to manifest. Then history can never judge you. No. You know what I'm saying? But once you become detached from that, and a little bit more detached from that, and a little bit more detached from that, you become way detached from it, then you're opening up that door. You know what I'm saying? For somebody else's interpretation. But if you're delivering facts and you're delivering just the information, that's a completely different thing. And here's the thing: we all are entitled to our viewpoint and our opinion because that's what makes us unique.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It'd be a boring world if we were all the same. Trust me.
So we need the contrast, and there's always going to be opposite sides because everything, this beautiful gem is nothing but contrast. You know what I'm saying? But it's in a contrast of love for this, but because of lack and fear and not enoughness and all these things that the human mind gets dipped into, over-consumed with, so whatever, man. I mean, I don't see you as a fascist. I see you as somebody who I can talk to. I see you as somebody who's willing to have a conversation. So I can't be involved with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just here talking to you. He's not gonna call me a fascist. He doesn't know me. I don't know you. I'm very pleased that you took the time to have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
But I had to take an approach because one thing I noticed about your conduct when that guy was yelling, you stayed at a very level tone.
I try. There's some adrenaline that goes in it.
Here's the thing, but I noticed that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Amongst all the yelling and screaming, and you guys are this. He had a megaphone, so he was dealing with a different type of right.
But when people get desperate, they try different things to be heard. Even how, like I said, it's the craziest things they might be saying, but it's still something that somebody should listen to. Like, okay, you're bullshit. I mean, maybe check you on this knowledge or whatever, but that's not even happening. And the best thing that happened today is you saying that to me, that I was keeping a level-headed. And I'd never heard that anybody said that to me before. Yeah. So that's good knowledge for me.
Yeah, and it probably stems from some personal growth that you may or may not realize. But as long as that we continue to grow in love.
So it's just with any topic that we deal with, we're gonna have to put effort.
Yeah.
And like going back to my first part of our conversation. I'm putting in the effort. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to understand.
And I applaud you for that growth because that's a lot of people aren't willing. You have to be willing, and whatever you do it. And one of the things I love about Jesus was he said it is done to you as you believe. Period. So what you believe is your reality. You got to deal with the consequences. You have to deal with anything that comes and goes through your beliefs. That's why you gotta take the garbage out and root your beliefs in love, humanity, joy, as much happiness as you can, because those are the things that will continue to manifest in your world. If you're in a place where it's about confrontation, if you believe in confrontation, if you believe in it, and here's the thing, our society is being more and more bogged down with confrontation, social media, events, and I'm not saying a person can't be hurt. That's not what I'm saying, because like I said before, I understand there's always going to be contrast because people are always at different parts of their growth, right? So we got to deal with that. But if you believe that you're going to attract a certain thing, you don't have to believe it. It's just your persona, who and what you are, your mental vibration will attract whatever it is you believe to you. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if somebody says, "Oh, I'm broke," you say you're broke 3 or 4 times in a week.
You're broke.
Yeah. That's just an easy example. But and being broke is not just monetary. It's broke emotionally. It's broke spiritually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that's what else you're bringing up.
But I just want to make sure that these people that can hear us, that you are guilty of the same thing you're yelling at the other crowd for.
Yeah. He's a pretty scary looking dude.
He's a pretty scary looking guy.
I'm not trying to be scary, ma'am.
No.
I'm just calling out.
You're calling him violent.
No, he's connected.
I'm really scary. The guy with the pink shirt is really scary.
He is connected to Antifa and Armed Front and Black Bloc.
Oh no!
Am I wrong about that?
He's really scary.
That's interesting that, well, now that you mentioned him, attire.
Look, you're fake news.
Entire.
Look, he's got it right on his thing there.
You've been-
Fake news.
I've been attacked
You're
for this
fake
shirt
news, look.
and for the hat
Look.
I've worn.
You see, and he does. He labeled it fake news. There it is, right there. Dude,
Doing the work for us.
Talking louder than me is not
You
going to
are.
make
You're fake news. You're right.
You're pandering
You're
to the
fake.
people listening. I'm trying to talk to you here, right here, me and you.
I'm telling you to fuck off. Or
Yeah.
stay away from me.
I'm not bugging you. Truth hurts, doesn't it, though?
Is anything going on over at Alki?
I need to check in again, but I think it's all clear. So we made the right call. So that was good. Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm interested in connecting with people who want to do creative stuff.
Yeah, no, I want to do more creative stuff too. Let's go over and talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
See if we can get the crazy man here to just leave us alone.
Well, I'm not bugging you. I'm just calling out you on your hypocrisy.
So.
Both sides have committed violence. You guys cannot even begin to compare anything that happened that day to the 600 documented cases of aggravated assault, attempted murder that you terrorists have committed, that you've been allowed to commit. So stop the bullshit. It's a straw man argument, you know it. 600 plus documented cases. Stop the bullshit. You guys are a domestic terrorist organization. So, we're here to let you know that this is no longer your city. It never was. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. What, you think that numbers scare me, sir? Numbers don't scare me. I will go into whatever stadium filled with whatever Antifa horde and tell them the same thing. It's no longer your city. Your domestic terrorism is no longer, it's not happening. Your fear mongering, your scare tactics, it's not happening. Your un-American activities are finished. This is the last Red Scare.